A search for peace in Gaza, a crucial turning point amidst ongoing conflict. Amid the turmoil and devastation in Gaza, Israel's Foreign Minister Gideon Sa'ar has indicated that a proposal for a ceasefire is gaining popularity not just within the Israeli government, but also among the general populace. As tensions continue to escalate, the Palestinian group Hamas is currently evaluating new proposals for a temporary truce. However, they are adamant about securing a deal that would bring an end to the ongoing conflict with Israel. Hamas has disclosed that it is engaged in discussions with mediators who's presented new ceasefire proposals. Their primary objective is to negotiate terms that not only pause the hostilities, but also facilitate the withdrawal of Israeli troops from the Gaza Strip. The situation became more intense when U.S. President Donald Trump announced that Israel had agreed to a 60-day ceasefire in Gaza. He called on Hamas to embrace the deal swiftly to prevent the situation from worsening. Trump's push for a ceasefire includes a condition that Hamas release Israeli hostages held in Gaza. Yet despite this diplomatic effort, Israel remains determined to continue its military campaign until Hamas is decisively defeated. And here's where it gets controversial. Shortly following Hamas's statement, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu declared that there would be no place for Hamas in a post-war Gaza. This statement introduces a stark vision of the region's future, diverging from the pathways envisaged by the current negotiations. Israeli officials have warned that if a ceasefire does not materialize soon, the Israeli military might increase its operations, echoing the previous devastation seen in Rafah. This potential escalation is deemed a last resort, prompting serious considerations about the humanitarian impact. There is a strong consensus in Israel, championed by Foreign Minister Sa'ar, regarding the urgency of securing the release of hostages. However, not all are on board with the U.S.-backed plan. Key figures such as National Security Minister Itamar Ben-Gvir and Finance Minister Bezalel Smotrich have not endorsed it publicly, pointing to internal divisions. And this is the part most people miss. Trust between Palestinians and external mediators, particularly the U.S., is strained due to past disappointments in failing ceasefires. Al Jazeera's Hani Mahmoud highlighted how, despite positive headlines about potential peace, daily life in Gaza remains tumultuous, with hundreds of casualties each day. The stark reality contrasts with the diplomatic narratives. A tragic loss. On Wednesday, at least 78 people, including 4 children and 7 women, lost their lives due to Israeli strikes in Gaza. Among the fallen was Dr. Marwan al-Sultan, a prominent figure in the region's medical community, who was killed during an Israeli airstrike on a residential building. His death underscores the ongoing toll the conflict exacts on humanitarian and medical resources in the region. The war's devastating effects have resulted in a humanitarian crisis in Gaza, pushing hundreds of thousands to the brink of famine and leaving the region in ruins. Reflecting on these tragic circumstances, what do you think should be the priority for achieving lasting peace in the region? Let's discuss your thoughts in the comments.